Alright, Quake time. So, I think we're on the third map of the power plant unit. Um, did the reactor and the cooling facility. It may have been like an intro map before the reactor. The whole unit system is something that I'm still getting, still wrapping my head around. Felt like maybe I was walking slowly when I was on that area over there. Could have just been because it was downhill. So the game's got, it wasn't really hard to start with, but the game's become a lot easier in this, I guess like the second episode. It's pretty much like once you get all the weapons, it seems like the game is just pretty easy for a while at least. It'll probably get harder again before the end. These, sister wives or whatever they're called are not a hard enemy to deal with, really. I guess they stand still and shoot rockets. They're the same thing as the sisters from Dusk, or Cowgirls, or whatever they're called. Except in Dusk, they're actually pretty threatening. Where the God, the hitbox on these guys is like, we've now moved the opposite direction from Quake, where it's like a rocket will pass under a guy's armpit. Instead of in Quake, everything had kind of huge hitboxes. And yeah, I mean, like these big enemies, again, they've got rocket launchers, but they are slow. Like, the thing about Quake is that the enemies are fast, and that's what makes it hard. And so this game kind of goes in the opposite direction, where most of the enemies sort of like, or a lot of them kind of just stand still, or even the ones that rush at you are pretty slow. Like, they're more like pinkies than fiends for sure, and pinkies are not a high tier doom enemy. Like that, like, how does that pass through both of them? It's such a tiny rocket. I mean, I guess it's realistic. Like, rockets aren't a good anti-personnel weapon. Um, they do move slowly compared to bullets. And they're not that big. I mean, obviously it's a lot bigger than a bullet, but, you know, landing a direct hit on a human being isn't that easy. Um, so, let's see. I'm not sure how I'm supposed to make over there to that secret, but I'm just gonna rocket jump. Um, I haven't done a lot of rocket jumping yet in this game, so don't quite know exactly like the height to expect from it. That ammo pack item, that may have extended my total ammo capacity. I'm a little unclear on how that works. There's like bandoliers and ammo packs, and I think only one of them increases your capacity. Just you actually get pretty low when you duck. You wouldn't think that this ledge would be something that you could duck under. They can duck too. Pretty sure I can still hit her even when she's ducking. definitely hit this one. Mostly just like that the Hyper Blaster has that scatter that makes it a little bit hard to shoot over stuff. Oh yeah, I forgot that I have the railgun. That's what I was supposed to be using there. I don't want to look down there. Whoa, where'd you come from? See if I can use the... Alright, I didn't even need to use the cover strap for him. But, like, I took a rail in the face there and took 7 or 8 damage from it, which is, like, nothing. Okay, that's definitely an enemy, right? I don't know why he hadn't reacted to me. What was that? Where did that shit come from? What the fuck? Oh, there's a guy. I don't know. Oh, environment suit. Okay, so it's probably a combination of the rebreather and like an energy shield. The railgun's pretty effective. It's kind of slow. It since it doesn't have a scope, like a pumping station one. Since it doesn't have a scope, like a normal sniper rifle would, it's still sort of an intermediate weapon. Not like perfect for shooting long distance. It's like you jib the corpses because it's funny. And there are enemies that can revive them, but I really haven't seen that happen since the detention center unit. It seemed like that kept happening a lot there, but that there were like archvile walkers. But I think the walkers that I've seen elsewhere maybe are different and can't revive enemies, or they just conveniently don't. So I'm gonna assume that this is where I'm supposed to go. Lead to pumping stations and activate stations 1 and 2. So we weren't in that map for very long. That was like 7 minutes, just straight linear. And the thing with these, like objectives, is they don't tell you like, oh, now you're in the map that you're supposed to be in. Yeah, so pumping station 1, looks like there's going to be 2 different pumping station maps. The maps are definitely cooler in this second part of the game. But really, once you get to the detention center, I think that the first couple maps, which are like warehouses and ammo depots and stuff, are... I mean, I don't know why you would choose to start the game with that stuff. Or I mean, personally, I don't think I would include it at all. But even if you did, it's an underwhelming start. But at the same time, like, you get to cooler areas as you go on. And, like, they're not all that interesting. Like, a pumping station isn't inherently interesting. Really. I mean, it doesn't have a lot of personality, I guess is what I'm trying to say. But they do give them distinctive looks, and I do wonder if American McGee, who's more of an artist, worked on some of these maps. Because they definitely make them look unique. Like all this, like, corrosion on the walls or whatever. That's cool. And I'm just gonna use the railgun pretty much until I run out of ammo for it. It's working pretty well right now. The thing about a railgun without a scope, though, is that it's basically a shotgun, because it even fires slugs. So, like, whoa, that was lucky. It's just like one really heavy hit. And given that, like, shotguns in video games have such comically nerfed range. The railgun actually feels more like what shooting a shotgun probably would in real life. Oh, I didn't realize I was jumping into water. Better have a rebreather ready. Nope, not necessary. Oh no, don't tell me the game crashed. Oh, that's a shame. That's the first crash I've seen since switching to Yamagi Quake, I think. And yeah, okay, the stream's back up. Oh, but my game didn't actually get saved. Okay, but the autosave did stay. Alright, well, that's convenient. So let's make sure to make another save. Oh, that guy's dead. Oops. That's not a good shot. Yeah, so if you were playing on console, though, the railgun would probably be a lot harder to use versus the shotgun. I think when you're at short range, it's just harder to do, like, twitchy aiming when you're dealing with sticks. And this guy? Really underwhelming that those barrels didn't hit him. There are a lot of barrels around in this game, but they're not that useful. It's not like the Doom. I mean, I guess in Doom they're pretty limited use still, but you'll feel like the chain reactions and stuff are set up better there. These guys that shoot the like hail of grenades like an ogre would in Quake, pretty much the most dangerous enemy. Yeah, other than those dogs, of course. The dogs are like weirdly way stronger than everything else. Yeah, see, when they start zigzagging is when it becomes difficult to use the railgun. And I don't think that that's intentional. I think that's AI behavior that, like, they accidentally hit a wall and then they pick a new path and they want to pick something that's in your direction, but also they sort of reflect off the wall, so they end up bouncing around like a pool ball. And I don't know if there's like randomization that causes that. Because Doom enemies, it's similar to how Doom enemies behave, but in Doom, just the collision is way more crowded, and the aiming is not nearly as difficult. Essentially, like everything has huge hitboxes, and all your weapons are only shooting in on one plane, so not really. In Doom, like, it's not an effective defensive tactic for the enemies. Not that it's a tactic necessarily, but it doesn't really make them harder to hit, and it does serve a clearer purpose there. Whereas here, like, when an enemy is running at you pretty slowly, and they're just, like, zigzagging because they don't directly target you, it makes them hard to hit, but also makes their approach really slow, so that you got plenty of time to take shots at them. So this looks like a different exit. Oh wait, no, this is... I guess I'm just past where it crashed. Oh, no, I know what happened. I missed the secret. That's why I'm not recognizing this. Okay, it's there. And I could see there was like a little crack in the pipe. I didn't end up needing the rebreather. Seems like you don't ever need that. It's not like Duke Nukem, where the game is kind of like the scuba suits are actually necessary sometimes. A lot of times, in fact, like you kind of almost don't want to go in the water unless you have one. Here it seems more like it's there in case you get really confused and scared or something. Uh, there wasn't much reward for this secret yet. Let's see. Actually, it reminds me that I haven't found a secret map in a long time. Found the one in the first map, and that was it. I know it looks like it might be taking me to a secret map. I don't know. I think I just heard an enemy. And we got the BFG 10K here. I haven't really used this weapon at all yet. Oh, here come these fuckers. These things are fun to fight. This is one of my favorite enemies in this game. I guess just because they're a little bit harder to hit, but they are one-hit kill. Pretty much most of your weapons. Okay. Still am in this, like, secret path. But that took me to a dead end. And this is presumably a room I've been in before. They're not. This is one of the issues with Quake 2 navigation, is that, like, okay, so I've been on a secret path now, and they dropped me back to where I came from. Now, I can see, once I come around this corner, I can see, okay, that's where I went in the secret, but I don't necessarily know, like, which direction was I going when I did that. Like, was I going this way? Was I going this way? And especially before you even see the secret, it's like, when you come out of it, it's like, okay, there or there? And when you make a wrong turn, because the maps are so linear, you end up on a path for a really long time. So I don't need to go up there. But I've kind of gotten used to it at this point, and knowing that if I feel lost, it's probably just because I'm moving backwards through the map. So I didn't actually activate anything here, which does the objective say? Activate stations 1 and 2. Okay, here it is. So hopefully it wouldn't have let me leave the map if I hadn't hit that switch, but I have a feeling it would have let me. I should have created a save and checked it. Looks like 2 railgun hits was enough to kill that walker. But it's really strong. Oh, that's what I heard. Nice trap. That's definitely an American kind of trap. I feel fairly confident in saying this part of the game was probably designed by American McGee. I just have like a good... I don't know, I was pretty good with Doom 2 and Quake maps of figuring out who designed what. And that's definitely... I mean, I guess it's not supposed to be part of the fun of the game, but as someone playing them with a historical perspective and an interest in the designers, that is kind of enjoyable. Solving the puzzle of who does which maps. And I feel like the music is better at this part of the game too. Alright, so there's that way. Or, okay, this way needs a blue key card. We don't see those a lot in this game, but they do show up from time to time. So this guy probably can't get through that doorway. So he's gonna be... It's almost like the bigger they are, the easier they are to deal with in Quake 2. Not quite true because the regular soldiers, like the human soldiers or whatever, are are still the easiest to deal with. But then, like, it's really those mid-range strong soldiers that have chain guns and grenade launchers that are the hardest enemy. Anything with a lot of HP or that moves slowly just tends to hang out and soak up grenades, grenades are like my filler ammo, my damage output ammo, sort of like the double barrel shotgun in Quake, where it's like there's no reason to use any particular weapon. The grenades will always work, and they're the hardest to use, so if I can use them, I want to. I don't want to waste the better type of ammo. Alright, so there's pumping station 2 activated. I guess I'm hearing guys down here. Yeah. That was a good grenade. This is the one situation that the grenade is really made for, though. Is when you're shooting down through a hole like this. And I know that one of these guys is still alive. Oh, there he is. Wait. Oh, maybe I just jibbed some more corpses. Anyway, it is fun. And wonder if there's a way. Oh yeah, I could just rocket jump up there. It may end up being regrettable. Like the muscle memory for doing it takes me a little while. Oh, there we go. The blue key's up here. He's making noise. Oh shit. Where did these guys come from? It almost looked like he fell back into the explosive canisters. Alright, so they worked pretty well that time. Somehow. Oh no. Somehow I didn't take any damage. Alright, I didn't want to do that. Wanted to. Oh, I already got the blue key card. So my guess is that passageway down there connects to this. So let's take a look. Let's do it backwards, I should say. Yeah, see, everything does really minimal damage. And I've got 173 armor right now, which I guess, I took a secret that gave me armor, but it wasn't that hard a secret to find. In fact, I found it accidentally. And, oh, I didn't expect that to be that easy. No, stop sliding. Sometimes when you get on a hill, you have a lot of momentum. Oh, that's really annoying. Strobe lights. Invol, that's cool. Yeah, these guys are dangerous in close quarters, but in an open area, pretty much any of the Quake 2 enemies in an open area are just insta-jibs. Yeah, I don't feel like I could test out like some of this water because I've got that hazard suit, but I don't really feel like messing with it. And I'm still trying to figure out where I would have fallen down. Let's use the BFG here. Alright, that was a satisfying shot. It's just really slow, and low weapons are hard to use. This can't have been where I would have fallen. That doesn't make any sense, because it's a dead end. Oh, get at... Be up there, and then I would have dropped. Alright, I think it's time to get out the hazard suit. And you do move kind of slowly through this hazard water. Alright, well, it brought me to adrenaline, which is a permanent life up. Kind of like heart container in Zelda. Once again, they're taking their cues from Nintendo games. Was that? I guess that's where I would have fallen. And yeah, this does look like where I was shooting grenades down. And so if I'd gone this way, it would have just taken me to a dead end. That's weird. Alright, but anyway, I have the blue key card. So I can backtrack now. And I've got a couple. I just picked up an ammo pack not long ago, and my max bullets are still 300. So if that increases your ammo capacity, then there's a ceiling on how much it can increase. Because I started with 200 being max bullets, and then moved up to 250 at some point when getting an item, and then finally ended up at 300. I think it may have been like the bandolier gave me 250 and the ammo pack gave me 300. And then if you collect more of them, it's just like ammo. Like how you can only collect one backpack in Doom. It makes more sense in Doom because of the whole pistol start thing where you can lose your items. Doesn't seem like something that can happen in this game. So like once you get that first bandolier, that's just a permanent upgrade. All the other bandoliers are just have a different meaning. I'm standing in a really annoying spot. And I didn't realize there's another one there. Dead. And I stopped using the railgun because I just was getting kind of bored with it. But let's get back to it for a little bit. It's pretty utilitarian. There's another hazard suit. Oh shit. I saw a guy up there. Yep. This is the guy I mean though when I say the hardest enemy in the game. That's God, that friggin' you slip down every incline. Alright, well, let's go anyway. Suit on. Yeah, we got some armor. Alright, there's no reason to expect that to be destructible. And that's gonna loop us back, so I don't want to go that way. I don't really know why that would connect, actually. Because that would throw you way back in the level. And you can't have got here without already getting the blue key. I guess if I had rocket jumped back there, I could have gotten around getting the blue key at all. Oh, dang. I just used up my suit, and now I need it again. Alright, well, here comes the rocket jump then. That's not cool. Huh. Okay, well, I want to know what's down here, so I'm going to use a rebreather and see how far I can get. Maybe I use the energy shield too, if I have to. Okay, the energy shield's already in effect. I already have one. So yeah, that wasn't... Actually, that didn't really hurt me much. Wasted a bunch of that shield, but whatever. I've got another one. Alright, so we're going back to the reactor core now. And yeah, this is, as usual, a new exit that's going to take us back instead of making us backtrack, which has been the modus operandi of this episode. Whereas in the first episode, it was, I feel like, generally each map only had one entrance and exit. And so they're connected in a more hub-like fashion that required backtracking. This one feels more like Doom, where you get a key card and then a new path opens up that loops you back. It's definitely an odd way of designing maps. I mean, I don't know if that's odd. It is a layered way of designing maps. It's more complicated than if you just have a hub. Let's see what that does. I turned off the music. It seems like most of everything goes in 2 railgun hits. Let's fix the music. Um, haven't heard this track yet. I didn't save when I got to this map, and I don't think I saved when I got to Pumping Station 2 either. Nah, that's annoying. Okay, so now I'm back at the toxic waste dump, and I'm just on my way back to the reactor. Pretty much all full up on bullets. These slugs go a really long way. Kind of like, if you can use this weapon, you don't really need anything else. Although, when I got the Hyper Blaster at first, it seemed like that ammo was lasting forever. And then there was a dearth of ammo for it for a long time. But sometimes you want to use what you get. I don't remember what that little island down there is all about. Alright, let's check it out. Go for a swim, maybe? I don't have any more rebreathers, but I'm gonna cheat this and use quick save. Okay. It's just for if you fall down. I don't mind using quick saves to investigate potential secrets and stuff like that. Places where the game is being cryptic. Okay, yeah, I remember finding this a long time ago. And immediately concluding that it was going to be a loop back because of the way that bridge switch was there. There's floor switches always activate a bridge. So, oh, there's a little Quake going on. So we're proceeding to the reactor core. I don't actually know exactly what that means. Oh, it's all flooded now. Interesting. It's pretty cool, actually. There's been a dynamic evolution of the map. Should I try to go in that door? Oh, actually, I didn't save when I got back to this map, so let's suicide. Or just reload. Just try to create a save at every map transition. Badly timed Quake. Hahaha, you said Quake 2 was a badly timed Quake. I actually think that's true, though. Oh, well, there goes the reactor. Alright, proceed to big gun. That's right. I think it was in this room that there was a door that said, can't get to the big gun yet. Yeah. This is another case, just like in the mines, where the mines and the processing plant, the previous two units, where you get back to, after moving through all the maps linearly, you come back to the first map, and then there's pretty much an exit immediately available. You don't like replay the map. So I think that this is the fourth unit we're going into of episode 2. So we did the detention center was the end of episode 1, and then there was the mines, the processing plant, the reactor, and now it looks like we're doing the big gun, something like that. Yep, that's what it's called, big gun. Oh, and I only need 12 kills here with the objective eliminate all resistance, so I think that we can predict that this is going to be a boss map. And let's just get the rocket launcher ready. Turned off when I looked away for a second. Whoa. Alright, here we go. And I've got a quad damage ready, so I'm just gonna quad damage it. And that takes care of him, but that wasn't 12 enemies, so we might have another fight coming. Oh, I thought lock down the laser guard meant like kill the guardian of the laser. What are you guys doing? Uh-oh. It's probably not good. Oh. Okay. It's one way to die. But I'm pretty much going to do the exact same thing I did before, because that worked well. That's locked, and that's locked too. Okay. I don't know exactly what triggers him appearing. Maybe you just gotta stay in the room for a little bit. This guy reminds me of like a Dodonpachi boss. Like he looks like a giant bee. Or like a cyborg bee. Alright, so that door must be the exit. gonna keep chain gunning everyone that's left because there's lots of bullets. Let's get moving. I want to kill these enemies though. 100% that. Wait, rockets. Ooh, that was a close call. Oh, I didn't get to see if I killed everyone. There goes the big gun. That's not how you spell hangar. You'd think of all people, the Doom team would know that. I think maybe that is confirmation that it was American McGee. I'm not a Spanish guy. That's way too much, but they didn't have individual bottles at the grocery store, so I'm not apologizing to anyone. Down here. Oh. Now, these chain gun arm guys are something that I haven't seen much of in a little while, and I still pretty much. Maybe it's this energy shield that's still in effect, but it seems like this thing never goes away, and I'm not taking damage from anything. And I still have that invincibility item in my inventory, and I've still got a quad damage as well. Okay, Hangar spelled right again. Cool. Got some fish. See him jib. Going fishing Rambo style. Who's shooting at me now? Alright, I'll stop wasting bullets. Okay. I finally know what that little blue coffin symbol means. It means destructible switch. Pretty important to know that in the mines. They don't really... The game's not really that good at teaching you things. Because a lot of times you can backtrack your way out of learning an interaction, which is something that a game shouldn't let you do. Essentially, if you need to learn that... Hey, are you kidding me? Can't fit through there? If a game needs to teach you, like, hey, this is a destructible switch, then it shouldn't let you leave the area and re-enter a different map. When you first encounter that switch, you should be forced to interact with it, or have no other way to leave, because otherwise you can choose not to learn what you're supposed to learn, basically. And it's Western games kind of are not, or I mean PC games aren't usually that good at the pedagogical angle. Some of them are better than others. But the id games have been really hit or miss, and I think that Tom Hall and Andy Peterson and John Romero were a little bit better at it than whoever the hell was left make Quake 2, which is American McGee, Tim Willits, and I think Paul Steed was the third level designer. And I think he may have been one of the artists, but he also may have been a level designer. Kind of portrayed in Masters of Doom as like John Carmack's boy toy, like a cool, like cool workout muscle guy, like a jock. We need to bring in some masculine energy here. Fuck is that? Okay, here we go. Here's a secret map. Find and disable the power core. So I have a objective on the secret map. That's kind of surprising. Oh, Mona, that like warped me up to a spaceship, I guess. It's fucking dark. Yeah, Masters of Doom is pretty unflattering to Paul Steed. I don't think he worked at id long, and it makes it sound like... Oh, is this a low grab map? Okay, here we go. It makes it sound like he was basically kind of an idiot, who Carmack kept around, because Carmack was in a phase then of like not wanting to be around anyone who had their own opinions or whatever, or didn't just do what he said. I mean, I don't know if Carmack ever left that phase. He eventually gained enough respect that why would anyone question him? I mean, which maybe isn't. Who knows if that's a good or bad position to be in? He did a lot of the Oculus tech, I think, so for people that like VR, maybe it was the new era for him. I don't really even follow VR stuff at all, so no idea. Got a buddy that's always trying to convince me to switch to it, and I'm like, dude, I am fine looking at a monitor. I don't need a headset on. Really have no interest in wearing a headset while I'm playing games. Wearing headphones is bad enough. Where's my rocket? No, where's my BFG? Give me a little break from aiming. Who's shooting at me? So this BFG looks like maybe it works more like the Doom 3 BFG and like the concept of the original BFG. If you know anything about like the actual mechanics of Doom, you'd know that although it's sort of, you would conclude from playing the game that like the giant ball of energy fired by the BFG sends out like electrical beams from it that kill nearby enemies. Like that's what it looks like is happening basically. But what's actually happening is that when the ball explodes, the gun that you're holding fires a bunch of electrical beams out, so you need line of sight to use it. Whoa. Okay, force field's offline. But then in Doom 3, it actually works like, and in Doom 16, I think it works more like you would expect it. What the hell is happening? How am I up here? I don't think I'm supposed to be standing on this. It's very hard to land. Bouncing my head on this invisible ceiling. Um, yeah, I don't think I'm supposed to be up here. It's pretty easy to get up there, though. Alright, we need the blaster so I can see where I'm going. And what does the computer update say? Take out the communications dish. I've got plenty of energy shields and not really taking any damage. Oh, there they are. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. I fell way down. Wait, but I haven't been here yet. Here's the previous boss that I just fought. Let's see how hard he is. Okay. Almost feels like I wasted the quad damage on him last time. Low grab jibs. Alright, I thought maybe that'd be a shootable switch. Somehow, just by falling through the floor, I reached a totally new area. Can I, yeah, hit bonk it? I'll pretend I'm jumping up and hitting it with my hand. But I've been a complete idiot. And rocket jumping in here would probably take me pretty crazy high. Oh, there goes the communications dish. See ya. Return to the hangar. Okay. So that was the end of the secret map. What the frick? Okay, yeah, this is where I fell, basically. I think I must have fallen in some area like that. Whoa, what the heck was that? I just got suctioned out of the ship. I guess I'm gonna have to do this map again. Wait, is this where I started? Alright, I guess that's where I came in the map. Alright, so let's do this again. That was kind of confusing the first time anyway. And I also forgot to make a save for it. So, if I go over here, that's like a trap. Because you can see this red line on the ground. Yeah, as soon as I cross over that, I get thrown out into space. Probably some way to turn that off. Oh, there we go. That's what that panel did before. But that must only close it for a limited amount of time. Because I definitely hit that last time. But when I came back to the room, it was open again. So there's a bunch of junk for me. Feel very dark in this map. Get some of those bullets I left behind. Yeah, it's like anytime you touch like these little ramps along the wall, you kind of get popped up into the air. See? It's kind of surprising. This isn't quite ziggurat vertigo, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like, there's not... The low grav here actually seems to be more of an obstacle than something that the level's really built around. Like, don't accidentally touch the wall. Oh, that wasn't a hit. And yeah, I'm really starting to think at this point that I should have played this game on hard. I guess I probably am going to play it again. But I'm surprised at how easy some of this is. Like, I'm just taking bullets. And these energy shields are like never running out. I've still got 300 energy shield. Let's destroy the computer panel. And now... I don't remember what the point of disabling the force field was. Okay. So now the lights are off. Oh, not that. And you still can't get through there. Go with the Hyper Blaster instead. I get those cells. No, they flew over my shoulder. These ones. What was it this? Oh. What was it this dead end? Or this area? Oh, okay. So that's where I need to go to finish the map. So, was this... This is what brought me back to the beginning. Okay. Whoa! He spawned in. I looked at the room. Alright. I was intentionally doing that as mindlessly as possible, and I wanted to see if eventually he would hit me. I guess I should use the BFG here, but whatever. We got a lot of rockets. And even though the boss hit me again, like, it did all... I'm still not even into my regular health meter. Like, I'm still in over health. See ya. Oh, there's the communication dish. That's where it fell from. And, oh, okay. I think I remember when I walked through that room, picked up that railgun before. Speaking of, I should switch back to the railgun. So this can take me back down. Alright, guess that's not gonna take me down. These slugs. And I guess, yeah, there was a force field there before, which is what prevent me from cutting across that way. That must have been deactivated when I turn all the force fields off. So that's the main hangar area. Okay, the elevator's just gonna take me down there. It's kind of confusing when it's like, and this is Doom 2, or I mean Doom E1M1 as well, where it's like you're in a hangar, but the hangar is empty. Um, it makes it a little harder to recognize that you're supposed to be in a hangar. And there's nothing there. Alright. Resume previous mission. It's kind of funny that it gives you that as an objective. And that it's kind of interesting that there was a whole objective to that and everything. Makes me wonder if it's going to affect something else later on. Because anything but a Quake game, that's what I would expect. Guess this is just a little bonus area. Let's take it safe. That was a really easy to find secret map. It's kind of weird that I didn't find one in the second episode, because in the first and third episode, it looks like they were pretty much just swim in the water and you'll find the secret map. How did I get here? Okay, this is definitely where I started the map. Came in on that car. Yeah, how the heck would you not find that secret? It's like you go this way, you start the map, and either you go that way and it takes you to the main map, or you go this way and it takes you to the secret. Or, whoa. Or you drop down. I mean, that's really obvious that you can drop down there. And you just follow the path. Who's who there? Oh, here we go. This is the Archvile Walker. Similar looking to the other Walker, but it's more agile. Not quite as chunky. And I think that maybe you can stun lock these enemies a lot easier than they do in the first Quake, and that's another thing that makes them feel slower and makes anything with high HP easy to deal with. Like, you definitely can't stun lock a Shambler in Quake, and that guy is like the equivalent of the Shambler for this game. Is this a switch? Yep. I need the commander's head. Okay. Maybe that'll be in the research lab. Get tired of listening to these sheep guys. I don't feel bad about killing them. You know, in Marathon, when you rescue humans, these fuckers, only enemy in the game that can kill you. In Marathon, when you rescue humans, they're like helpful and they fight enemies for you. In this game, they just kind of whine at you. I guess they're bitches. They get to hang out with cool chicks like this. Why would they be crazy? I guess the research lab, it says testing and that says research. So I guess the research lab is going to be a redux of the detention center. I like how the interaction with the keyboard is just to push the keyboard into the wall. Like, no thank you. I'm not going to type on this. And looks like there's just turned on these laser machines, which should have been like a gruesome twist if I hadn't just been shooting everyone anyway. Okay, cool. It's gonna be Dog Central now. I feel like the railgun's actually decent for taking care of them though. Oh, these guys. Okay. For these robots, I haven't seen much of them yet. Hopefully the BFG didn't actually do that good a job. Well, good enough. Blue key that I didn't even know I needed yet. And here's some heavy armor. Saw this corpse up, huh? Wait, oh, I looked away. Guess the machinery's broken. They really upped it with the sadism here, though, with these guys being tortured, and you can... Like in Doom, you can't kill the humans being tortured. Even though that might be the more humanitarian thing to do. This is the Archvile bot again. And this one seemed to have less HP, maybe, than the Railgun bot. Whoa! I want to see what that guy is. Alright. Oh, it's just one of these guys. Hey, buddy! Yeah, see, the Archvile bots have a more dog-like run. Or an animal-like run. Or gait, I guess is the word I'm looking for. And like with an Archvile, you want to just jib everything near them. Not using rockets just because I'm being careful about blowing myself up. Oh my god, they're like rats in a maze. These bots do have human arms, it looks like. Yeah, that's one of those things that's gross, but I don't know how horrifying it really is. Like, if someone ripped my arms off, that's pretty much the horror part, is me not having any arms. If they then went and taped my arms to a robot, that'd just be kind of funny. What the? Alright, I don't think that was supposed to happen. Like the ghosts of the guys I've killed were coming back to haunt me. Bioshock moment. Oh shoot, which way did I come from? Not this way. BFG. Oh, what is the locate repair facility to steal the commander's head? And so I guess this could be like an organ pulp, like a soup, or it could be some kind of weird energy field. Um, I don't think that I need to rocket jump here, but I'm just gonna play it safe. Oh shit, I didn't get a good jump. Oh, this isn't gonna last long. Huh. It's just death if you fall in here. Rainbow death. Wow, let me go. Alright, I got one double shot in there. Oh, where did the freaking ambushes? Oh yeah, so going just by the episodic theory, I would, if episode 2 was done by American McGee, then that would mean episode 3 would have to be someone else. Episode 1 didn't necessarily feel strongly like Tim Willits, but I wouldn't be surprised if it was Tim Willits. It did have a lot of tall areas with multiple connections that loop around each other, which kind of felt like like a lot of deathmatchy setups, which is definitely more of a Willits thing. I would say his levels are over-connected in general. But I don't know. I wouldn't strongly say like, oh, that's definitely Willits. And I wouldn't strongly say he has a design identity as clear as Sandy Peterson and John Romero do. And Americans isn't quite at the level of those two either, but I still have a feel for what an American McGee map is. Oh, here, I'll kill him with the machine this time. Won't look away. Hey, buddies. What? What the hell was that? What a bitch. What a bitch death. Nothing even happened. What was that? Oh. Alright, that was testing. And yeah, I thought I'd seen the Archviles already by this point last time. Not gonna get me with that shit twice. Okay, here we go with the Archviles. I have ammo for everything. Better finish these off. Do I have Hyper Blaster? Yeah, plenty. Oh my god, it's like rats in a dick. I'm not sure what the shield thing is with these guys. Maybe it's easier to kill them without shooting the shield directly, like hitting them from behind, but we seem to be throwing them in places where that's kind of not that much of an option. Like, if you have an enemy that has a perfect forward shield and you always put it in hallways where the player can't get around it, then that's an effective way of using that enemy to kill the player, but it doesn't create interesting gameplay. That's like the classic, to me, that's a classic mistake with like Plutonia type design, where it's like, this is perfectly hard. Like, you've used everything to maximize the difficulty and in turn taken all the players' choices away. This is getting kind of confusing. Alright, so there's the 2 elevator. That says repair, which is just opened. And these guys. Let's just kill these guys and then go through the repair area. Yeah, I'll go through the repair area, because that way was where there was that flesh pit that I fell into, or whatever. Oh, never mind. So maybe to get into the repair facility, we need to use that commander's face switch. So this is, okay, this is the 1 elevator, so this is where I came from. So I do need to go back to the flesh pit. I'm not going to do any rocket jumps this time. Still want to. I'll use some restraint. Double barrel shotgun, never seen that before. Oh my god. It's gotta be such a hassle for the Strogg keeping all these live prisoners to just like put them in the test tube and kill them with a laser anyway. And the funny thing is, like, it's not even clear what a Strogg is yet at this point. Like, are these dogs the Strogg? Everything seems to be cyborgs made half from humans, half from machines. Or like other aliens. It's not clear whether they're all made from humans. Really? You let me get in the elevator, but don't let me get off of it? Oh, I don't know. I don't think American McGee would ever do something stupid like that. So this is a dead end now, so I'm gonna have to do the rocket jumps. And the game clearly was expecting me to backtrack through here. So we got dogs again. Alright. Gotta do a safety save here. Alright, force field's deactivated, so I can make it through. Get off this elevator now, and there was one other force field leading into the repair facility, or the wherever that hallway labeled repair was leading to. Another split. It looks like this is backtracking. I don't remember what that elevator was before. I mean, when I passed that elevator before. This is the beginning of the map. So maybe I'm supposed to have the head by now, so I'm gonna go back to the repair area. What's my ammo situation? Pretty low on everything. Oh wait, no. Okay. The numbers are kind of confusing. I've got 10 super shotguns, I think is what it's telling me. But 192 shells. Funny that it tells you how many times you picked up each weapon. Fell off. My mouse hit the keyboard. Alright, so this was force fielded off before. Yeah, here we go. And I think I'm still... Oh no, I've got plenty of slugs now. I don't know. That looks like a pile of something. Oh. Once was the commander, but his head has already been taken off. That was it. A mini prank. It's pretty disappointing. I thought I was gonna have to fight a guy to get his head. Thought that was like the joke of steal a commander's head. Like, steal it, you know, his head. But it actually was just laying there to be picked up. Okay. I don't know if this is the right elevator to take. Let me out, let me out. Make it stop, make it stop. Shut me up, shut me up. Whoa. Wasn't this the... Do I need to leave this map, maybe? Alright. Oh wait, that was a safety save, so I want to save over that one. Alright. What's our new objective? Move to main hangar bay installation. Okay. Got a one-shot jibs with the railgun. Yeah. Okay. Another place where the backtracking is kind of irrelevant. They just immediately moved into a new map. The inner hangar reminds you of the inmost dens from Doom 2, map 14. Whoa. Thing is that, like, the railgun seems to always be hits done. Not sure it's guaranteed or how that works, but it seems to always set up a follow-up hit, which makes it easy to use. There's a super health. And it seems to do about twice as much as a shotgun hit. So it's as I said before, it's basically like a point blank super shotgun shell. These guys, they gotta remind you of Wall-E. Or maybe not Wall-E, maybe the binoculars from those walking binoculars from Toy Story. I guess must have been a real toy if it was in Toy Story. I don't know why walking binoculars would be a toy. And it doesn't make sense. That's got a crack. Alright, nice. Some more adrenaline. What's up here? And am I maxed out on cells? Yeah, I am. Definitely get a lot of ammo in this game. That's another reason I'm thinking maybe I should have played on hard. Because, like, ever since the first couple maps, had more than enough ammo. Can't use chain gun on everything, even though you want to. And like the weaker guns are now long forgotten. Like when was the last time I used this? Or the stupid submachine gun. Alright, turbine shut down, so I can drop down here now. And we'll just drop straight down. It's not that hard to offset the recoil that this gun has, where it pops your aim up into the air. You just gotta slowly move down with your hand, with your mouse hand. I don't think there'd be a huge pain on controller, I think, though. On gamepad. But when you're playing with the mouse, no big deal. That looks too blue, but I think it's probably safe. It's just really slow DPS. More ammo efficient than the chain gun, just because you don't have that cooldown time where the gun still fires, or spin down, or whatever you want to call it. It's about to run out. Wait. Okay. I looped back. I'm trying to close the main hangar bay door. Actually can't get back up there again. So here, definitely nothing to do except drop down to the bottom. Can't climb anywhere. Maybe I did that. Yeah, I didn't go this way. Overshot, buddy. Wow, that was a one-hit kill on that guy. I don't think that usually is the case. Stairs, bring you back up if you fall. Wow, what the? Don't tell me I'm gonna get crushed. There we go. Gotta go around. Oh, damn it. Be desynced. Oh yeah. Can't have a PC game without desynced moving platforms. These guys need to read up on harmonics. Alright, rebreather. Maybe one day I'll actually need one of those. Overshot. Okay. Getting on this. Heard someone making noise. I still got 300 energy shield. I don't know what the hell's going on there. Froggy noises these guys make reminds me that the other morning I had it was like 6 a.m. or whatever, and I got up to drive to the grocery store, and on the windshield of my car I saw something like jump. I was like, whoa, that was a huge bug. And then I looked closer and I noticed there was like a really tiny frog on the windshield. But I was already driving. And this thing started like just jumping back and forth across the windshield. Like it couldn't decide where to go. I wasn't going to pull over to let a frog off the windshield, but it seemed dumb. So eventually it jumped off and it probably died because it probably didn't realize it was moving 35 miles per hour relative to the ground. So, bad things happen in life sometimes. Why did he die so easy? What the heck was that? These guys again. Yeah, it's turning into the Vor from Quake, where it's like it's sort of a boss the first time you encounter it. Like it's at the end of the final stage of an episode, but then it actually is a pretty regular enemy afterwards. Or like not regular, but an accent enemy. Game busts it out anytime a room is supposed to be pretty tough. And he wasted all my slugs. Thought that was a machine gun for a second. Actually, it looks like there's some ammo down here. Nope, I was just seeing jibs. But I did get some adrenaline. I have no idea what my max HP is. I think it should probably be around 113 or something now. Just always above that, because nothing ever hurts me, because I always got like 200 energy shield. This way. I just activated this bridge. Okay, there's one elevator. Damn it.
Computer updated.
Oh.
Computer updated.
Proceed to surface. See any slugs there? Another free secret. And got a ton of armor still. So this looks like it's going to take me to the surface, which is new map. Whoa. Objective still proceed to surface. I think this song is maybe a little overplayed on the soundtrack. That's really cool looking though. Shut off the coolant to the CPU core. Like we're destroying our own computer now. So yeah, also a lot of objectives based around coolant and cooling systems and stuff. I guess the concept of the game is basically like shutting down military installations and industrial stuff. It's very grounded, I guess is the observation there. There's another Banshee up there, but I don't know if I can see her. Oh, there's one of these guys. I didn't mean to do that. Whoa. The launch systems, that's what that says. Force field controlled by the launch computers. Alright, this is definitely a cooling system. That takes care of the old shutting down the coolant to the CPU core. I think. Can I touch this? Hard to tell what you're allowed to swim in and what you aren't. Don't need those health packs though. Come on. Yeah, earlier the crouching seemed like it was going to be a more noticeable factor. But it's really only when you're using the Hyper Blaster that you see that. What are these guys doing? Around like a bunch of jackasses. That's not what I want. Alright, we got a couple of these guys. And the BFG. And that was a big miss. BFM. And amount of BFGs. Where is he? Actually, almost out of slugs too, but I got a shitload of rockets. And still needed to shut off some more coolant. That wasn't enough. But I think it was the only one in this room. Yeah, unless there's one downstairs somewhere. Looks like a negative. Don't remember. I think I'm going backwards now. Okay, this looks like a new coolant room. I guess I killed everyone in there and missed the knob. Chamber 1 deactivated. Or CPU no longer functional. Access possible to launch systems. Alright. I guess I can duck under the rockets too. I just wanted to see if that hit anything. Power shield.
Computer updated.
One system destroyed, force field disabled, proceed to exit. So I don't remember exactly where that force field was that I couldn't get through. I know I've seen it. But shit. So it's probably on the first floor. Okay, that's not a way to get back to the first floor. Maybe this direction. So we know that's the beginning of the map. Oh, that thing was the CPU core. I think. That's something. This map feels like it would make a lot more sense if I actually had a map of it. Like in 3D space, it probably makes sense. That's just gonna take me to more cooling nozzles. Oh, actually, I think it was near the one that had the two coolant shutoffs, which I guess, yeah, I think I get the shape of the map now. So I need to go back to the center, and then over this way is where there were the two coolant shutoffs, yeah, and the exit. And there wasn't anything unresolved in that map, so we probably won't be going back to it. So now we're on the fourth map of the unit. Did outer hangar, inner hangar, launch command. Oh no, wait. There was outer hangar, then Comm Satellite, which was a secret map, then research lab, then inner hangar. So outer hangar 1, Comm Satellite 2, research lab 3, inner hangar 4, launch command 5. So Outlands would be 6, meaning we're on the 6th map of the unit now. It's a long unit. Look at what the objective is. Primary unit objectives are already complete. That's convenient. So this is it's just telling me to get out, basically. Alright, there's a lot of enemies here, which makes me think this is going to be a long map. But I'd like to finish the unit if I can before I stop here. This is definitely a fun game in short bursts. It's just a bit repetitive. Doesn't have the variety that Quake or Doom have, really. And I guess part of that is the way that it is just totally linear. There's no episode select like there is in Quake. But Quake has like 4 crescendos, whereas this has just 1. Like I never lose all my weapons and have to start again. Which is something that adds a lot of variety to Quake and Doom maps. Like, okay, I don't have the rocket launcher for a while, and now I'm having to deal with, like, fiends or something. Kill these fish. Oops. There we go. Not going in the water unless I have to. I don't care if there's secrets. Okay. Now we have to retrieve the airstrike marker. And this map is kind of interesting because this is like natural landscape, which you haven't really seen much in the game. Nice jib. Yeah, you really don't see stuff like this hill. The Quake game. Feels much more appropriate for Duke Nukem or Turok. Oh, come on. Fucking passed right through him. Okay. I probably need to go.
5,
Oh, cool.
3,
And here seems safe. I watch it.
computer updated. Computer
Are you freaking kidding me? Alright, target destroyed. Proceed to exit. I want to kill this guy though, because he's pissing me off. Oh, I need to go this way anyway. Oh yeah, the thing where the enemies, where the enemies like have a last stand and shoot at you, happened a lot early on. I guess when you only had shotgun and submachine gun, but that is like I haven't seen that in a long time. It becomes kind of negligible when you get weapons that just always jib. And it looks like the high enemy count was just a matter of having a lot of weak enemies. Um, okay, I hit a switch and the earthquake started, and that was the end of the map.
Initiate scan. Acquiring. Acquired. Personnel located. Drogos air threat neutralized. Black hole
Drogos.
generator destroyed. Proceed to palace area.
Oh, that was the black hole generator.
Codenamed Macron. Terminate with extreme prejudice.
Macaron. Oh wait, Macron. Oh my God, it's Emile Macron. All right, that's gonna end this stream recording. I think I'll probably upload this onto YouTube. And Outer Courts of the Palace will be the next map.